First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on second and 13. Allen. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here, first and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That throw by Brady incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
To throw on second and 10. Brady. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Well, that's good for a first down. He's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Now Brady, maybe a free play here. Open man is Chase, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Brady flush to his right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for... He's got a man, complete! And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Allen off the play fake. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. These two teams all tied after one. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Bengals. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
From the 25 on second down, Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals, Cheney. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, they had to get a big performance from this unit. To this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now Allen. And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 31, Brady. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around. Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Brady now to throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down. Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it out in for a Bengals touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point by McPherson up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. Allen now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Three yards remain for second down.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd down and 7.
Allen now looks to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He'll try again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah Pacheco. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Alabama. Regular. No, 66.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and a couple, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's got room, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 at a first down.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Sugar!
Going right back to Akers.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 30. 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection and led to the block.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On play action, Allen.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers, and able to get this to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Brady on third down.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Let's get that touch.
Brady going to look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mecole Hardman from 8 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by McPherson. Up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late, not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen off the play fake. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. One final try here for Allen. And Allen's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On play action, Allen. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a great play. He could not pull it in. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play.
The CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his second touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10, and he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship.